Life as hard as it is, why would anyone, including myself, make it any harder than it has to be, right? So like, why would I put roadblocks in my own way? And I understand like people want to be like individualistic and have their own style and all that. Like I get it. But at what cost? Like how much are you willing to make your life hard or give up to have like your own style? Like I know we live on an economical planet, so I know everything costs money, which means I need to generate money to do things. And a lot of things I like to do cost a little bit more than normal. So if I want to have that quality life and I want to do those kinds of things and I want to create those environments for my family and friends and employees, then I know I got to be able to make as much money as I can, which means I want to take away as many roadblocks from my path as possible. You know, picture it being a trail. I'd rather it be paved and I'm driving a go-kart down it or a golf cart rather than super deep into the woods with poison ivy and sticker bushes and there's zero path paved. You know, that's kind of what I want. I want the easiest path as possible if the end of path is going to take me to money, which is going to help me on this planet. But what people seem to do is taking a paved road with a golf cart and say, you know what, let me pop the tires. And you know what, let me dig some potholes. And let me remove the seats. And while we're at it, let's lock up the brakes. That's what I feel like people are doing to themselves. When I see something that look like, for an example would be, if you got tattoos all the way up your neck and on your face, I'm not saying it's not cool. I'm not saying doesn't look good on you. I'm not saying it's something that maybe some other wealthy people that would like to have. I'm not even saying that I wouldn't probably dabble in that field if I was retired and had a ridiculous amount of money coming in already. All I'm saying is that if I'm not there and I do all those things first, it does create limitations. Does that mean that there's not people out there that make it, that aren't the exception to the rule, that just right time, right place, or they start a company where they don't have to be seen, or whatever that is? Sure, but you have to have some serious skill sets already set in place, or you got to know people that have skill sets set in place, because the meetings you're going to have, the people you're going to sit down and talk to, regardless if it's 2024 or not and what's accepted, they do still place initial judgment. When somebody sees you, they do place a respect level based off how you look. So all I'm saying is try your hardest to not create roadblocks for yourself until you get the sustainable income to kind of live that crazy life and do those things without the consequence. That would just be my tip to you. Now, if you just don't care about the money, will never care about wealth, will never care about comfort, will never care about options, hey man, tattoo yourself head to toe. Do all kinds of modifications. Do whatever you want to do at that point. But for the few of you that want to make something accelerate in this life, take that tip.